Hello YouTube, KDP here and welcome back to Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Soulsilver Randomized Nuzlocke. As you can tell from the ominous music that is playing, we are in the Team Rocket hideout. I'm going to rush through this team recap because I want to get straight back into the kind of storyline that we were in just before we started, or before we finished, sorry, in the last episode. So, in the last episode there was a little bit of a change in the team. I was very keen to switch up the Pokemon in our team, and kind of in the background off camera I've been grinding away at the rest of the PC to make sure that all the Pokemon in our PC are kind of on par and can be subbed out if I ever decide to change up the team, or if we lose any Pokemon. It means that we've got kind of replacements there if we really need to. So we're going to dive straight back into the Nuzlocke with a quick team recap. We have Honey the Beedrill holding the Luck Incense because we are fighting our way through the Team Rocket hideout here, so we're going to try and get as much cash as we can. With the moves Twin Needle, Pursuit, Cut, Toxic Spikes and the Solar Power ability, we have Boomer, the Typhlosion, with the moves Lava Plume, Swift, Flame Wheel, Smokescreen and the Anger Point ability. We have Cosmo, the Staraptor, with the moves Aerial Ace, Close Combat, Double Team, Fly and the Overgrow ability. We have King Carp, the Gyarados, with the moves Ice Fang, Strength, Aqua Tail, Surf and the Shadow Tag ability. We have Willy Watts, the Ampharos, with the moves Discharge, Dig, Cotton Spore, Thunder Wave and the Magic Guard ability. And we have Shucky, the Execute, which we had previously discussed before. Hasn't quite evolved yet because we want to wait and hold off until it gets those the kind of moves that we want for it. I think it's level, I checked, I'm pretty sure it's level 47 is the kind of evolution level that we want to go for with the Leaf Stone. With the moves Confusion, Bullet Seed, Leech Seed, Sleep Powder and the Compound Eyes ability. Actually, funnily enough, whilst oh, can't even get my words out. Whilst I have been grinding, I've been debating switching out a couple of Pokemon from this team just now as well. So for example, Ampharos, as much as I love Ampharos, I also have a Luxury in the PC that, having evolved it from a Shinx, I'm kind of possibly going to switch out there. I don't know yet, I need to confirm and I'll have a look once I grind all the Pokemon up and I get to know their abilities and stuff as well. There could be another change, which is great obviously for the series. It means that you're getting to see more Pokemon, you're not just getting to see the exact same team the entire time that we play through. So, we're going to start this episode off nice and strong after that team recap. We are going to get our first encounter in the Team Rocket hideout because there is two. We have our static encounter here on the tiles, and we also have a static encounter later on. So our first encounter here is going to be a Bayleaf. Okay, not bad. Now, let's go for the Pursuit. I want to try and get some damage off from this. I would go for the Twin Needle, but that'll probably take it out. So, okay, Reflect, that's good. That means that we can probably get a few more hits in than we thought. Oh, Synthesis, that is going to get... I don't know if you could hear that in the camera there, or in the mic, but I've just cracked open a little can of Pepsi. We're not quite onto the... I'm not quite drinking any of the Elixir of the Gods today. Or at least not right now. I'm debating a Twin Needle after it's put up that Reflect. I say we go for it. I think we're going to go for it. It's got the Reflect up. It is super effective, but I think I'm going to go for it. Yeah, okay, and the Poison. Okay. So, that's going to take it below half. It's got a Poison up. It does have some Synthesis. Right. So it's going to take some Poison damage there. Okay, so it's down a little bit. I think we're going to just go for the balls. Because it's a little bit higher and it's a starter Pokemon, I'm going to go for the Ultra Ball here. Straight back out again. It might go for Synthesis, it's quite low in health. Oh, Reflect again. Okay, so the Poison takes it down again into the red. So we probably only have, with that Poison damage, we probably only have like one more chance. Ultra Ball. 1, 2, 3. There we go! Starting off the episode strong with our Bayleaf capture there. An actual starter from this game. We have Bayleaf. A nice, spicy aroma emanates from around its neck. The aroma acts as a stimulant to restore health. Ooh. Well, I mean, it's just given us, given me, a nickname inspiration there with Spicy. Has a spicy aroma. I feel like, why not? Spicy does. Better note that down. Pardon me, I'm probably going to be, as disgusting as it is, I may be a little bit burpy as I've just had food before this this episode. So we have Spicy the bay leaf. Okay. We have another. I'm going to note down because I'm going to add an encounter here because it doesn't actually have what would be most people would count as the other static encounter in here. So so I'm going to note that down there. Now I'm going to save after that encounter because there is on this tile set, there is quite a few different encounters that you could have, or there's three different encounters, which in the normal games, it's like, they come up with little kind of animations. So that one's like the shock one, so I think it's normally a Voltorb, the other one's like a muck or a coughing, and the last one's maybe a Geodude or something like that, I think. So like, yep, there's the rock one, so I think that's the Geodude one. So I wonder if we could have maybe got something else. Medicham, not bad. So, I'm going to just work my way down like a little snake down this kind of path. Get as much XP as possible for our Pokemon here. Because in these games, a lot of people would skip trainers, but I would 1000%. Unless I knew for a fact... Oh, super effective hidden power. Okay. Unless I knew for a fact that it was going to be like a trainer... Like if I was maybe doing a run where I was maybe doing like a mono-type run or something like that, and I knew that a trainer would be particularly like tricky, I would maybe avoid them, but most of the time I would just battle like every trainer possible. Especially, or if I had like a level cap, like we've talked a tiny bit about the fact that I'm trying to get Pokemon up to level 35, because the gym leader, not price in this town is 34 and Jasmine's 35, so it's kind of around that level is the kind of cap that that most people generally go for. We don't have a necessary level cap in this one, but I don't want to like over level too much. So, and it could possibly be something that we introduce in the channel later on, is that we maybe introduce a level cap. We maybe do something like a hardcore Nuzlocke. So, for those of the people that are watching that don't know, a hardcore Nuzlocke is essentially what we're doing just now, but with certain rules such as like you can't heal in battle, you have to have... So right now, whenever we go into battles with trainers, there's these two, and we've had a look at the options before in the game, like the settings, and there's this option that's called shift or set. Now when you take on a trainer, pardon me again, when you take on a trainer, you have the opportunity to do what's called a shift. So when a trainer is going to send out another Pokemon, you have the choice of whether you want to switch to yours as well. Now switching to set, which is what this is used for hardcore Nuzlockes, is when you're not allowed to switch out unless you are... until they've sent out their own Pokemon. Oh, I'm getting a phone call, so I'm going to have to come back. We will be back in 2 minutes. And we are back like 5 hours later. So I got a little bit distracted. I got a phone call, my parents were coming home, and I had to kind of sort out some stuff, and then I was having to jump back out again, and blah blah blah. But we are back again. Hopefully I've not forgotten too much about what was going on. We haven't moved very far since I last started the game. I think we were only about like 10 minutes into the episode, so we managed to get an encounter. I think it was oh, I've got it here, note it down. It was a Bayleaf. We have got a Bayleaf. And we were kind of just running through all the encounters across here to make sure that we get some EXP. So I don't think anyone... Yeah, so I'm going to give Boomer the Luck Incense. And we're going to continue getting some EXP for our Pokemon. Like I said in the previous one, off screen, and possibly after this recording, I'm going to be grinding up all the Pokemon in my PC because I really want to make sure that we have loads of kind of power left over, obviously, to make sure our Pokemon, like if they do die and we lose them in the Nuzlocke, that we have replacements. But also because I kind of want to be able to switch out Pokemon as much as possible. I want to, yeah, I kind of want to have a little bit of a diverse team. Like, I feel like it'd be a little bit boring just seeing me, like, play through the game without any, like, switches in the team, or if I decided to, yeah, you know, like, or if we did get some stronger Pokemon, but because they maybe weren't leveled up and stuff like that, because there's probably been better Pokemon in the PC, but I've just not really thought about using them. Just because, like, you play and then you go through and the Pokemon level up and stuff, and then by the time you make all these captures, like, oh, I really just can't be bothered leveling them up, and like to catch them up with the team, and I just feel like it's probably better that I level them all up as we go, and it means that, like, we can kind of swap them out, and you guys can see, like, more Pokemon being, like, switched into the team and stuff. So yeah, I think we're just going to stick with that for now. And we're going to continue grinding our way through the Team Rocket hideout. Hopefully, I can get off of this kind of little panelled area after some quick battles, hopefully. So, excitingly enough, for the first time in a small while, I technically have a weekend off, because recently I've been picking up a lot of coaching hours at the weekend, so I've not particularly had, like, technically speaking, I have had weekends off, but I'm still doing coaching at weekends and stuff in comparison to, not in comparison to, sorry. I'm still doing coaching at the weekends. It's not quite as much as what I do in comparison to during the week. So, like, I'm maybe just doing like a couple hours here and there, but it's still kind of like, I would consider that still working at the weekend or whatever. But this one's just like a completely free weekend. I've got no, like, individual sessions or group sessions or anything like that. So, completely free weekend that I can maybe continue with the Nuzlocke. Hopefully can maybe get some more episodes planned out and grinded through. So hopefully our bang average audience is going to get a chance to see me continue this Nuzlocke. Again, we've now hit September. We are now into the September month. So if you count this just in months, we started in April, so we've got April, May, June, July, August, and now September. So we're closing in on 6 months that this Nuzlocke has taken, and we've not even defeated the 6th or 7th gym. So yeah, I'm not very good at planning. The people that have been watching this Nuzlocke have been desperate. If there is anybody watching this Nuzlocke, I really, truly do apologise. I'm not trying to hold it back from you, I promise. I don't really, actually, to be fair, we don't need to put the luck incense on just now because our Pokemon, we're not battling any trainers, so we don't need any. You can see I'm reaching across. What do you think it is? Put your guesses in the comments. The Elixir of the Gods. It would be unreal if at some point this channel, like, takes off and gets big and whatever, that we were sponsored by Monster. I would honestly, I think my life would be complete. So Monster, if you ever happen to stumble across Bang Average Gaming on a specific episode, I might make it my life's mission in every single episode to make sure that I shout out Monster Energy. I would kill for a sponsorship with Monster Energy. It would be absolutely nuts, and especially on this channel, I think it'd be pretty sick if we got a sponsorship with Monster Energy. Okay, swapping around again. King Carp getting a chance to shine here. We've actually, just like looking at my Pokemon here, we've got some pretty powerful hitters. And especially when our Execute evolves, it's going to be like Executors, like, no joke. It's pretty strong Pokemon. Oh. I'm going to save here because I'm pretty sure that was meant to be an encounter. So I'm going to save and just double check that, because we're now standing on top of Gyarados. I'm pretty sure that that's now going to glitch out. I've just realised that he's not moved. So I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, okay, so Gyarados isn't moving. I'm gonna... Oh, we are going... Okay, we're going into a battle here. It's a bit funny, but let's see what happens. We kind of did lag a little bit there. Normally I would kind of see... Okay. So Gyarados didn't move there. I have saved it. I'm going to be careful. Like, so he's not moving. Okay, he's moving now. Maybe it's just that specific tile. Okay, we are back. Okay, so we're back to the start. I'll maybe just avoid that tile because I'm a little bit kind of stressed out that that's... Oh, I should have put the... Ah, well. 2 battles where we don't use the Luck Incense, I guess. Intruder alert. The same person again, constantly. Imagine that. Constantly being called out to these intrusions and then having to fight the same battle over and over and over again and get slaughtered over and over and over again. Poor Clefable. Poor Clefable. And poor Jirachi as well. Now Jirachi would probably be like a little bit of a threat, but it's level 19, so it's not even remotely a threat in the slightest. It goes down 1 hit. Nice and easy for our King Carp. Now I don't know if we've ever talked about this before in the channel or in any of the episodes, but I have a massive sweet tooth. Obviously, Monster's pretty sweet, and obviously there's a lot of sugar in it and stuff. But I have a massive sweet tooth, and I am sucker for like soft drinks, or energy drinks like that, or just Monster specifically, really. And I'm a sucker for like a soft drink. Like I love Dr. Pepper, and I just love sweets as well. And the other day I actually purchased some. Well, we kind of have sometimes the shops over here like import American sweets over here. Now, it's not that we don't have Sour Patch Kids, but we just don't have specific ones. Like I think generally we just have like just normal Sour Patch Kids, or occasionally like Sour Patch Kids like tropical. But I just had like Sour Patch Kids Extreme Sour or something like that, or like just Extreme, and they were so sour and I loved them. They were so nice. So I just sat and ate like a wee full. It came in like a little box rather than a pack, so I just sat and ate it. Pardon me. I just sat and ate like the full box, which was probably not great, but well, it was worth it to me. Completely worth it to me, because every second of that box was outrageous. I'm going to save again. I'm going to quickly fling on the Luck Incense onto our Gyarados. We want to be all about that cash, so that when it comes to like our gym battles and stuff, that we can use the money to like invest in like super potions, hyper potions, or like full heals or whatever if we need them. We're doing this way because there's an item and also a trainer there. Bumping into everything there. So there's a bunch of ninja hideout. They're traps to confound intruders like you. Oh, that's okay. A ninja hideout. What were ninjas doing in the Johto region? Azelf, okay, right, we need to be a little bit careful. It is level 20, so we probably should still take it out. Ah, right, okay, so water moves aren't going to be as effective, so I'll go for the strength. Just going for detect, okay. You're only delaying the inevitable, Azelf. Never really been a fan of the Creation Trio. No, they're not the Creation Trio. I don't actually know what they are. I don't know what trio they're called. But I know the Creation Trio are Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. So I'm not sure what the... actually, it's an interesting one, but I'm trying to decide here. I'm not sure what trio they would be called. Trio, I think they do have a name. Mind Trio or something like that, or I can't remember. God of War. I kind of want to send in, it'll probably be level 20. I'm going to send in B-Drill here. This could be a bit risky, and we could possibly lose our B-Drill, but we're going to be like 16 levels above it, so I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, it's level 20. We'll definitely outspeed here, and Twin Needle should take it out in 2 shots. Yeah, nice and easy. There we go. I don't know why I doubted Honey. I don't know why I doubted Honey. Honey the B-Drill, stomping that Gardevoir out of existence. And it's got solar power, so we actually will lose a little bit of health to that. Shuckle. Send in Woolywats. It's not super effective, but Woolywats is our weakest Pokemon currently right now in terms of levels, so we will get some extra EXP onto our Ampharos. As you can see, apologies for my face being quite bright as well. I'm actually sitting quite close to the screen. I might kind of dip in and out here and there. I think when we started this episode, I actually can't remember for sure. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't think I had the light on over here. It is currently 11:15 at night. And previously we had the... Oh, sorry, my curtain here. Previously we had the curtains open, so it was a little bit brighter in here, and I was doing it with no lamp on, but now I'm doing it with a lamp that's on my desk. So the brightness may dip in and out. If I like sitting a bit too close, it probably brightens up a little bit, or depending on what we do in the game as well, it probably kind of changes the brightness had. So I hope that it is not too bright and that we can still be, I can still be seen and heard and stuff like that. Obviously the brightness wouldn't affect how the sound quality does, but our B-Drill's taking a little bit of hit, but I don't really want to have to, I'm going to save again, I don't really want to have to leave the rocket hideout just because our B-Drill's taking a little bit of a hit. I kind of want to just keep pressing forward. We do have some like super potions, I think actually, now that I think about it, I think I've been using our healing items whilst I've been grinding, so we might not have as many as I actually think we do. And here we are again. Hey, intruder alert! Here we go again for the 4th time. Oh, poor Clefable, just being sent packing by like a different Pokemon every single time we battle her. Oh no, doesn't even. I don't think that Clefable's even had like a chance to get a move in, which is such a shame. Jirachi might have got a move in before. Let's see. Going for the discharge. Can it be one-shotted? Ooh, and Jirachi goes down 1 shot. Maybe Jirachi's not as... We are like 20 levels above. I was about to say maybe Jirachi's not as bulky as I thought it was. Whew, exciting times. Just getting this EXP. So obviously this episode is not particularly other than one encounter at the start and me disappearing for 5 hours, technically speaking, it's not been overly exciting, but I suppose we can maybe fill that with some exciting news. I have now officially been technically enrolled. I suppose I was already kind of accepted my place on a course on the master's course I wanted to do in Stirling University. I am now officially part of the program. I've been enrolled, and I've also been accepted onto a scholarship program, which is really, really good, and it gives me a chance to continue my badminton and be kind of like supported in my badminton, which is great. And it's always good to see that, like, going to this university, that I've got their support with like my training and tournaments and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really, really nice. Nice to know and nice to have that support there. And I'm really, really excited. One of the biggest things actually I love about university is the fact that I, like, in contrast, like what we kind of normally do, or what I normally do. I keep forgetting to put that incense on. In contrast to what I normally do, like tournament-wise, it's actually really, really nice to have university badminton, because we have like leagues in university badminton, and it's just so different. It's still competitive, but it's so different, and it's a lot more social, which is what I love about it. And especially my 6 years at my first university, Glasgow Caledonian, it was like probably the best 6 years in terms of like enjoying badminton at that kind of social aspect and that social level more so. And I would, as I've said before, I would die for the Cali team. Loved, like, and not that I'm not going to give everything to the Stirling team, but I think my heart, deep down, my heart lies with Caledonian. Team Cali all the way. Especially because in like my second last year, we finally got Cali up to the first division. I've been like with the team for the full 6 years, obviously, and our last year we were in the first division, and unfortunately got demoted, but we finally got there, which was the kind of goal for a couple of the seasons that I was there. Like when I was there in I think first, second, third, we were like definitely like third division all of those years. So it was a tough climb, but we got there. We got there in the end, and I'm glad to see the team kind of triumphs. See the team like triumph and get to that first division was really nice. And yeah, well, even though the team's been demoted this year, I suppose now that I'm going to Stirling, I'm actually going to be back in the first division. So the teams that are there, Edinburgh Uni, I'm coming back. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to make Edinburgh University's team life miserable again, because, and if anybody from Edinburgh Uni ever stumbles across this and is watching this and enjoys this, I do apologise, but, and I don't have it out for anybody in particular, it's just, as a whole, some of the things that they've done are a bit scummy in my books. I wouldn't say necessarily like any other team in the division would have done it, but, you know, they're trying to do what they're trying to do to win. Nobody likes them for it because it's not the best way to win, because clearly they can't win it by actually just playing badminton. They're clearly trying to win it without having to play badminton, which is what they did to us and what they did to other universities as well, is that they try to, like, obviously some universities struggle to field teams together, so we had like a weekend where we were struggling to field a team together, and there was a lot of hullabaloo around it. Apparently we did reorganise this match. Actually, sorry, that's a lie. I'm getting confused here. We reorganised another match to another date, and the match that was coming up, we couldn't get a team together, and it was super last minute, and I tried to ask if we could reorganise and if they could find it within their black hearts, their darkened hearts filled with sludge, if they could give it a chance. But clearly not, and they took the win, and they were scum, and they didn't let us play on. So, and it happened to other universities as well. But it's a shame that they lost the league. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm incredibly excited to be back in the face of Edinburgh University. Even if it is with a different university, I hope that they are terrified that I'm still there. I hope that they hate my guts, because it is providing me with such entertainment to know that they fear me. So, but to be fair, I think quite a lot of the players that actually didn't particularly like me that much have actually left, so it's all good. And like I said, it's probably not, I don't have issues with anybody in particular, because I don't really know who makes these decisions. So just as a whole, I think the team could do a lot better. Edinburgh Uni, again, if you're out there and you're watching this and you're listening, just don't be scummy. Just play badminton. Just do what all the other teams in the league have done. We're all nice, we all reschedule. So, yeah. Back onto point. Uni badminton is probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. It is so fun, it's so sociable, it's a good way for like players of any level to just get involved and have fun. And it's given me some experiences that I'll never ever... Oh, I forget we get healed here actually, this is ideal, so we can continue for another couple minutes. But it's, yeah, the university badminton's given me such a great, like, has given me great opportunities to like compete in like tournaments and stuff like that at university, and the leagues, travel all up and down Scotland and England as well. So yeah, it's been amazing. It's been super cool. The only thing, there's still a couple things, and I'm hoping maybe in these next 2 years that I could possibly cross them off, like a bucket list, would be that I would love to participate in World University Games, which is going to be tough because I think for that we go as, pardon me, the World University Games is a GB event and it's not just like a Scotland event, so I think for that it would be quite tough to go, but it would still be something on my bucket list, and possibly also European University Games would be an absolutely sick thing to go to. So, you know, fingers crossed that I could maybe cross them off the bucket list, and yeah, it'd be amazing to finish off like my, if I finish this Masters, my 8 years in total at university, it would be amazing to finish them off with like all the events kind of crossed off the list, because I've done the kind of major, I suppose, domestic university events, so like British Uni Champs, Scottish Uni Champs, humble brag, I've actually won Scottish Uni Champs twice in the men's doubles and once in the mixed doubles, so I've done those, and I've played British Uni Champs, and I've managed to medal at both events, which is great, and I've managed to play in the first division, which was another goal, obviously, and I've never actually checked in this way, but I wonder if there's any items. Yeah, so, and it would be amazing to play in like a European or a World Uni Games and stuff. Right, we'll call this the last battle, but you know, if I don't, I don't, and if I do, it would be unreal. But for anybody out there that watches badminton or plays badminton and is at university, get involved. It is the greatest thing you'll ever do. It's so fun. Well, unless you go to Edinburgh Uni. But yeah, you know. Wow, that was very anticlimactic finish. On that note, we are going to call it there. Going to save the game. I apologise for the 5-hour delay. The slight change in aesthetic for the video, in terms of going from natural daylight to some, I suppose, what would you say, manufactured daylight technically, with my little lamp on the desk, but I'm glad that we made it a little bit further into the Team Rocket hideout. Hopefully in the next episode we can continue the dive through this base, we can get another encounter for the team possibly, and we can maybe do a little bit of rejigging with the team. I'm going to do a little bit of grinding off screen to make sure we can get all the Pokemon on the PC up to scratch, up to the same level as everybody, and maybe in the next episode we'll see a little team change again, you know. I have been KDP. This has been Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Soulsilver Randomised Nuzlocke, and I'll see you in the next one. See you.